What's up, y'all? Big Herc, Prison Talk Live. You're tuned in to episode 58. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for your Valentine's. If you guys have been keeping up with our channel, you see that we've added some new stuff. As far as on the website, we also have now the playlist jumping off, the Spotify playlist. And so what we're doing is I have my playlist on there, and I'll be adding more playlists, every other week or every couple weeks. But we're looking to give followers of the channel an outlet for their music interests. You guys always want to know what I like to hear. Well, I want to know what you guys like to hear. Like, what do you hear what do you listen to when you're working out, or what do you listen to when you're driving, or what do you listen to when you're busting your girlfriend's cheeks? Well, you can email your music to us, and every couple of weeks we'll make a playlist showcasing your music playlist. If you haven't subscribed but you want your music featured on Fresh Out Playlist, subscribe and email it in. You have to be a subscribed member to make it on the Fresh Out Playlist. So you guys go to the website, www.FreshOutSeries.com. We have a subscribe button. You can subscribe. Once you subscribe, at that point, you can email us your playlist, and we can upload your playlist onto our site. And so that other people could share in your playlist. You guys listen to mine. You know, everybody can share their different playlists of music, whether you're living in New York or Texas, Chicago, UK, Canada, Germany, Japan, wherever you're from, you can share your playlist. We would like to hear what you guys got. That way we all could, take turns listening to each other's music. So make sure you go to the website and subscribe, and that way you can submit your playlist, and we can check out what you bumping. Because I know some of y'all be listening to maybe some heavy metal when you busting out some cheeks, or maybe y'all listening to some Too Short when you guys are cruising down the down the highway or something. So I would love to hear what you guys like to listen to. So check that out on our website. Subscribe by email, and we look forward to posting your playlist. Also, the Back on Your Feet program, we still got that cracking. So if you got artwork or music, please submit it in, and my business partner will go through and send you a contract agreement so that we can do the rev share, and we can get that cracking for you guys. And if you guys have already signed up on the Back on Your Feet program, man, try to advertise or promote some of your stuff on your site, and then just hashtag us, or that way that people can see that hey, you guys are on Fresh Out, and to give you the opportunity to to see your get more promotion on your stuff. Tag us, because we can only do so much promotion. We can't go through and have every talk about every artist per se on every episode. But if you guys tag us, then people can jump back and forth and see the links, and then to do good for all of us as far as exposing your talents, whether it be artwork or music. Also, you guys, we got the shoes. We're doing pre-orders on the shoes. We're doing pre-orders on the slides. Check them out. They're hella dope. We worked hard for those. I did an unveiling on the Big Herc 916 YouTube. So check out Big Herc 916 YouTube channel and subscribe. I did the unveiling of the shoes on the channel, and you can check out the shoes, and hey man, they're dope. We got all kind of sizes. Go on the site, you can order, and we'll be shipping out after we do the pre-orders. Outside of that, we got the Patreon. We got some shit jumping off on Patreon. Some new cooking shows. We just shot a bunch of episodes. We got Chef Suave Triple X. Yeah, you guys check out his interview. He is an old school homie from the porn game with me, and we did some cooking stuff going on. So if you sign up on Patreon, Suave Triple X cooking shows is gonna be on there. He's a funny motherfucker. He cooks some hell of a dishes, and you guys will be definitely entertained. So sign up on Patreon and check us out, Fresh Out Series. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to our Instagram, Fresh Out Series, and our YouTube, Fresh Out Series, along with Twitter. So we look forward to hearing from you guys, and I do a lot of other motivational stuff on Big Herc 916, so subscribe to that channel and check it out. Give me your input. Try to keep it positive, keep it G. And also, the podcast. The podcast links are on the site. Go on the podcast links and download while you're on your way to work or you're sitting at work and you're bored. Hey, man, download our podcast and listen to it and let us know what you think. We got some cool shit on the podcast. Me and Big Ant are kicking the shit, and we're having a good time, man. So check it out, man. And let us know what you guys think about the podcast. And make sure you download. And the links are on the site. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, I believe Google Radio, a couple other ones too. I think iHeartRadio. We're on like 5 different platforms. I don't have it right in front of me, so excuse me if I, don't get the correct ones. But check it out. It's on the website. All the links to all the different platforms, and we look forward to you guys giving us your input and also emailing us because we want to hear you guys' playlist, man. I want to listen to some of y'all shit when I'm recovering, doing my comeback workout from this hernia. So send me your playlist, man. I want to see some gangster shit or some skater music, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that, you might skate to. So let me know what's up. Anyways, y'all, it's a great day. Life is beautiful, no matter how rough it may seem. If you're free, man, it's a beautiful thing. You're not in the dirt. It's a beautiful thing. So it's just great to be sitting here with you guys, sharing this and going over some, positive stuff. I got a donation from Josh and Jesus, man. Thank you. Have you ever changed a racist white dude into a non-racist through getting to know you in prison or on the streets? If so, how did it feel? You know what, man? I haven't ever had any issues really with racist white dudes in prison. For the most part, man, most dudes, when they start talking to me and we start kicking around, different topics, and I can talk about pretty much anything, a lot of the racial barriers go down. I was homies with a dude when I was in YA. He had a motherfucking swastika on him. He was an AB. But I worked out. I knew a lot about nutrition. I did bodybuilding contests. He was cool. We didn't eat together, but we used to talk about different things. And I was in the cars. So all the racist shit went out the window. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't racist towards other blacks, but as far as me and him, we were cool. My mentor in Rampart USP was an older white guy. Didn't really mess with a lot of people, but he was cool, man. I mean, he used to tell me all the time, man. He's like, man, you're a smart dude. Don't waste your time with the bullshit. And so a lot of times, man, racism is implemented because of ignorance and because of fear. Once you get past the ignorance and fear, you realize that there really is no need for racism and that a lot of it's bullshit. So, racism is just, it's a mind state, and the people who promote it, they're weak. They fear other races. They're scared. These guys, it's like, a guy would cheer for a dude doing a sports event, but then he don't want him to sleep with his daughter. Well, why not? You're afraid to have a black baby? You know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of bullshit, man. Somebody said, do I need to worry about the surge of Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks? Need to worry? No. It's a cycle, man. It's a cycle. Cryptocurrencies they're gonna move just like the stocks move up and down. You got to ebb and flow. If you've invested in anything before, or if you hustled, you've done anything where you make money by not doing manual labor, you'll know that it's just part of the game as far as the way cryptocurrencies are moving. Somebody said, yo, Herc, what's with the new spreads, bro? Well, we got the spreads jumping off, man, on Patreon with Chef Suave Triple X. Chef V, man, is just too busy. He's got a lot of other business ventures going on. We haven't been able to link up. He's got family and stuff like that, so I can't knock the man. I mean, he's got other stuff going on, so I've been just, working on, getting other people to come on the cooking show, and we got some fucking great motherfucking recipes, man. So you guys got to check it out. Herc, do you still skate? Nah, man, I ain't skated in a while. I got a skateboard in the closet, but I ain't pulled that shit out, man, because you know, last time I skated, man, I came home, my motherfucking knees and shit was sore. But I go to Venice sometimes and check out the skaters at the skate park, man, and I dream about doing that shit, man. I love, you know, skateboarding. I think it's a, you know, the sport is a great sport, just like BMXing. I love that sport, but I got too much stuff going on, and I just put on too much size. Somebody said, how do I feel about Florida laws? I don't really know a lot about Florida laws. I'm not familiar with the laws out in Florida. Actually, if it's scary. Somebody said, is it actually scary to have a locker full of commissary? Nah, man, you know, if you're commissary, you know, you don't, when you're not in your locker, you lock your shit. You got jailhouse thieves. So you don't have your locker wide open. You don't advertise that you got a bunch of food, because you got motherfucking goons up in there. You got predators. You got motherfuckers who, you know, who are hungry. And if they see you as a potential target, then they might try to, like, you know, slide up in your locker and steal something, or pressure you for something, and then, or they might even ask you for something and see if you lie about it. So you got to be on top of your shit, man. You know what I mean? You got to be on top of your shit. Somebody said, are there FBI in prison? I've heard about undercovers being in prison, being implanted to get information from certain people who are high-powered. So that's why they always tell you, when you're in prison, no matter how much time you're doing, don't be in there running your motherfucking mouth. Don't be in there talking about shit. Don't be pillow talking, because you never know who you're bunked up with. You don't know if this motherfucker's in here trying to get information. I've heard about undercovers being placed in prisons before, acting like they came in on a transfer, and they try to basically do intelligence on what's going on in the unit or on the compound. So watch your mouth. Somebody said, what's a good Big Herc? What's good, Big Herc? If you're affiliated with a certain... oh man, missed your question. I got to come back to it. Alex Starvero, thank you for the donation. If a gang leader is trying to harass you in prison, can you split his wig? Also, how do I build a bigger chest like yours? Much love from New Jersey. If a gang member is trying to harass you in prison, you might just have to lock sock his ass, man. Because if you don't have any homies that are gonna back you up, and a lot of times the niggas that say they gonna back you up ain't gonna back you up. They're busters. They talk a lot of high power shit, but when shit hit the fan, they all out for themselves. So make sure you roll with some dudes who got your back for real. Not motherfucking looky-loos, but real motherfucking pipe hitters. You know, niggas that'll bust that motherfucking wig. But yeah, if a gang leader is harassing you, man, you know, you pull him to the side and say, you know, let's have a talk. And if that doesn't work, then you got to split his motherfucking wig, man. You know, it's nothing to fear to another man. I don't give a fuck what leader, shot caller, motherfucker. If you're minding your business and this motherfucker wants to exploit you, you have a right to split his motherfucking wig. You're a man like he's a man. Respect me as a man. If you carry yourself like a man, then you should get the respect of a man. So don't let nobody in life punk you. If you're a man, be a man. Big Herc, what to do if stepdad is calling cops on you for no reason and trying to set you up? I'm a young guy, by the way. If your stepdad is a motherfucking dick like that he's going to call the popo on you, what you need to do, man, is document all the fucked up shit he's doing. If your mom ain't going to have your back, man, get the fuck out the house, man. Go stay with a relative, stay with a friend, but move out of there. And let other people know how fucked up it is, so that way you can show that, hey, man, I'm not wrong for wanting to get the fuck out of the household. Because if you're dealing with a fucked up parent, man, there's nothing worse than that. As a young kid, you have a right, man, to grow up in a stress-free environment, to have people that love and care about you. If you got a fucked up parent, man, I mean, fuck that, man. You know, get the fuck up out of there and be strong, and, you know, find someone who will, you know, take you in or mentor you. There's always, you know, I've seen homies, man, that stay with other homies, man. So, you know, there's people out there that'll look out for you, man. But Don't go out, man. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't get caught up in the system. Once you're in the fucking system, you're fucked. Somebody said, do they experiment on inmates? All the time. Now you say, oh shit, what are they doing? They're not necessarily giving you drugs. They do psychological experiments. They'll take away shit. Okay, take away the microwave. Take away the hot water. Let's see how they react. Do they get mad? Do they get frustrated? Do they stop buying top ramen on commissary? What do they do? What do they start buying when there's nothing to cook with? How do they cook? What are they making? Are they making stingers? Okay, let's bring in this group of gang members, even though there's a rival gang already on the compound. Let's see how many of the other gang we have to bring in before it kicks off a riot. They fuck with you all the time. Hey, come here, what's your name? Turn around. What do you got? Put your hands up. They'll talk to you all the time. So yeah, they experiment with you all the time, and these experiments are basically translated into what they do on the motherfucking streets and know that they can get away with. The food, giving a shitty food. It's all a mind game, but you gotta be smarter than that and know that these motherfuckers ain't got nothing over you. As long as you have your mind, you can elevate yourself, man. Somebody said, Big Herc, you ever tried Taco Sinaloa in Oakland? No, I ain't never tried those, homie. I ain't never tried those. Organized gang talk and learn about it. Somebody says, watch out for government-funded organized gang stalking. Learn about it. Somebody says, have you ever known anyone in prison who was innocent or who wasn't guilty of all the charges he was there for? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people, man. I've seen people that got told on, and the stuff they got told on, they did years ago, so it wasn't even recent shit. But these motherfuckers told on them to get their own time off, and because of the government had a hard on for those individuals, they still got charged with shit that they didn't even have. So watch the motherfuckers you fuck with, because a lot of motherfuckers are pieces of shit. And somebody said there's a car show in Sac. Hey man, email me at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com and let me know when the car show is. I'll be going up to Sac every now and then doing interviews and visiting family. So if there's a car show when I'm up there, I'd like to check it out. Also, you guys, shoot us your questions at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. If I haven't got a chance to answer your question, please don't be upset. I got a lot of fucking questions, and I gotta get out and do my thing during the day, so I can't sit at a computer all day. But I will answer your questions and get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, what happens if you have stomach problems like diarrhea? You can't follow normal cell rules and you have to take a shit. Man, if you got that motherfucking diarrhea, that runny bunghole, that old liquid brownie, then you got to let your celly know, man, and you better try to go get some motherfucking Pepto-Bismol or something. Let them know, man, you're shitting your guts out. You know what I mean? So that they can get you up out of there. But yeah, man, you got to let the celly know. And usually, if you got a cool celly, he'll work with you on that part. Somebody says, Herc, are you in a car club? Nah, not in a car club, man. But, it'd be cool to have a fresh out car club. Everything from exotics to old schools to Japanese imports to German. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to have a car club, the fresh out car club. Maybe that's in the works. Somebody said, Big Herc, how do people from prison move? You said that you seen a guy at the gym and knew he was in prison by body language. Can you explain? Okay, when you're in prison, people develop certain types of physical behavior. Walks, the way they talk, the way they lean, the way they wear their clothes, and the stroll. See, you don't have, different clothing, or you're not driving different cars or wearing jewelry. So a lot of times your walk is what separates you. That's your character. So you might have a swag about yourself. It might be a swag where you just keep going this way, or you go back and forth, or whatever the case may be. But I just can read people, man. When you've been around enough gangsters, enough people in the system, you can see by a person's walk. I can tell by a guy I'm driving down the street the way he wears his socks. A guy by the type of pants he wears when he comes in the gym. If he's working out in jeans and a motherfucking button-down shirt, he's been to the pen. If a motherfucker's wearing his socks up over his calves with some motherfucking dicky shorts and you can't see no skin and he's got some Cortez on, he's been to the pen. If a motherfucker got a tat on the back of his neck that look like it's a number, he's probably been to the pen. These are signs, man. You gotta, you can read these people, man. Thank you, Chris Fallon, for the donation, man. Love your work, Herc. What cardio do you do when you work out? I do 30 minutes on a stair climber. So I've been doing 30 minutes on a stair climber, 10 minutes on a pre-core, and then sometimes I'll switch it up and do like maybe 20 minutes on a stair climber, and then do like maybe 20 minutes of boxing. You know what I mean? Bag workout, just to sweat and coordination. Mike Burks, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Keep that circle small, man. Somebody, a little dude again, Big Herc, how do you get revenge on a sick, evil, snitch stepdad who's been trying to destroy your future? Is it fair to split his wig? Look, man, don't go to jail, man. Don't let that punk ass get you caught up for the rest of your life. And then you'll be wishing that you would have just took my advice and got the fuck up out of there. Don't. You know, I had a stepdad that was a piece of shit. And you know what, man? It's funny. My mom got divorced from this piece of shit, right? And probably about, 4 or 5 years later, I seen his ass at the gas station. And I always said, man, when I get older, I'm going to beat his motherfucking ass. And I caught his ass in the gas station. And my aunt was actually working as a gas station attendant. This is no shit. I was 18. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was probably, I don't know, maybe 40 something. And I'm like, my aunt's like, hey, you know who this is? And he's like, hey, what's up, man? I said, what's up, nigga? And he's kind of looked at me, but I'm as big as him. I'm bigger. I'm working out. I'm 18. I'm tossing up 225 for motherfucking sets of fucking 15, 20 reps. I'm fresh out of high school. I'm like, I'm on swole. I'm strong as a motherfucker. I was ready, and I'd already been squabbing a lot. When I was 18, I was fighting all the motherfucking time. I was ready to take off on his ass. And I looked at him. I could see the fear in his eyes. He was a motherfucking bitch. So I just walked out, man. And I looked at him, man. But I was shaking because this nigga, man, was a straight punk. And he used to try to intimidate me, man. And now that I was bigger, wasn't no intimidation going down, homie. But I didn't take off on him. I let him get a pass. That's my brother and sister's dad. And it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's a bigger future. So don't do anything stupid, man. Big Herc, any advice for a square white dude trying to get a Valentine's Day tomorrow with a hood black girl? Thanks, brother. Man, you trying to get some of that nappy dugout, huh? You trying to get some of that ratchet monkey. Well, man, go up into the hood with your motherfucking ride, bumping some motherfucking E40 or some Young Jeezy or some motherfucking, some motherfucking Gucci man, whatever the case may be. And the rats is gonna come, man. The music is like a motherfucking flute. And, bust you some cheeks, homie. Homie got snitched on for allegedly selling. He wasn't caught with anything. He was still given 10 years in the feds. Can he fight that? Yeah, man. I mean, did he plead out? What kind of attorney did he have? Who was the motherfucking rat? I mean, a lot of times, man, I see when motherfuckers snitch, and the snitch he walks right the fuck out. You know what I mean? The snitch don't get no time. Then the homie has to fight the case. And you got to basically fight the case and discredit everything the snitch is doing. Now, if this motherfucking snitch, if you go to trial, and this snitch, you can show that his credibility is some straight garbage, then it's the jury, you have the opportunity for the jury to decide that this motherfucker is lying. So you want to catch him in many lies as possible. That motherfucking snitch, you want to get a private investigator, hire a private investigator, have your people check him out, catch this motherfucker doing a bunch of shit. Because if he's working for the motherfucking government or the state and he's snitching, then he's a paid informant, then this motherfucker has interest. That's a monetary interest because they're benefiting from him telling on you, and the fact that this motherfucker is going to gain something from that as a result, even though he's still out there doing the same shit you're doing. I've heard of people actually working for the motherfucking popos selling dope for them. You know what I mean? So you guys got to really watch who you fuck with. But get you a good attorney, man, and discredit that motherfucker. Somebody said, do the Russians have their own car in Cali prison? I've never been to Cali State Prison, man, so I couldn't tell you, man. You know, Cali State Prison is different than the feds. I was in the feds. I'm not going to put extras on it like a lot of these niggas, man. And, you know, and say, hey, man, this goes on, that goes on in the state. The feds is different than the state. The feds isn't as political. It's more money people up in there as far as people who are doing money crimes. And the state is basically a lot more people who are involved in, it could be anything from home invasion to assault and battery to DUI to drug use to rape. It's a different crowd of people, man. The state prisons. What do you think about Meek's sentence? You know what? I don't know how much time Meek got, man. I heard he got locked up, but I really don't know. I don't know how much time he got. So, look like you haven't been in a fight for many years. Yeah, it looks like I haven't been in a fight for many years. You're right, man. I don't run around fighting no more because it's stupid. What am I gonna gain from it? If a motherfucker put his hands on me, I'm gonna whoop that ass. Somebody disrespect my family member, I'm gonna whoop that ass. But I'm not running around looking for wreck. You know, I'm a grown man, man. I'm on money making time. I ain't got time to be running around fighting at bars and clubs and shit over stupid shit. Herc, you ever hear inmates having nightmares at night? Never heard of inmates having nightmares, but I have nightmares probably a couple times a month, and it's a fucked up nightmare. I'm in prison. I can't get out. I don't have a release date, and it's just fucked up. And then I wake up and realize I'm not in prison. And I used to have dreams when I was in prison that I was free, and then I would hear the doors crack, and I would realize I was still in prison. Horrible place, man. Prison's fucked up. Anybody who tries to come out and brag like they're hard because they went to prison, they're a dumbass. Ain't nothing to be hard about being in prison, man. Prison is it is a waste of time. I took my time and I used it as best as I could, but I would have rather been on the street, man, with my family, fucking women, making money, you know what I mean, developing a future. Fuck prison, man. It's fucking horrible, man. How do you get out of the system once they have you stuck in it? You got to be smart. You got to outthink these motherfuckers. If you've been in the system, you got a record. You're an ex-felon. You got a rap sheet, man. You have some skill set that you can use to make money, to be a hustler. Take advantage of that. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. Pick your motherfucking ass up off the ground and get your hustle on, man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you do construction. If you fucking pick up cans, you do recycling, you work on cars, you know what I mean? You do real estate, you work at a warehouse, you know, there's something you can do, man. There's something you're good at. Make your money in that and then fucking educate yourself. Read up on how to invest. Read up on how to make money. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to give you shit. You know what I mean? You got to go out there and get it yourself. Big Herc, you used to be a Christian? Nope. My mom used to make me go to church when I was a little kid, and it never resonated with me. You know, I always questioned everything. And so I was never into really religion. I got spiritual when I was little just because the way I was raised. I used to say my prayers, you know what I mean? And my grandma used to read scripts out the Bible, but it wasn't my thing, man. Is there guys that like prison better than freedom? Man, there's a lot of guys in prison that basically have given up on the real world. See, they don't have anything that they want to accomplish on the streets. So prison glory is great for them. You know, they love relishing in the whole prison culture, the homies, busting spreads, playing prison sports, getting a visit, every 2 weeks or once a month. Some people just like that shit. I hated it. There's nothing I liked about prison. I hated the whole fucking concept of prison. But I fucked up. And I owned up to it. I did my time. I got out. And now I'm fucking doing Fresh Out. So it is what it is. But I don't make no excuses. I don't cry the blues. Nigga, I ran up in the bank. I got caught. That's what happens. You know what I mean? But life is life, man. You move on. And you don't feel sorry for yourself, man. And that's the thing. Quit putting the blame on everybody else. Get off the fucking drugs. Get your motherfucking hustle on. Do I feel bad for 13-year-olds doing life? Yeah. I think it's fucked up. I think at 13, things that you've done at 13, man, you shouldn't be accountable for the rest of your life. You're still a kid. And a lot of times, man, you've been misled. And you made mistakes, man. Young people, man, they shouldn't do that. They don't do that in these other countries, man, but we do it over here, and then the guy just become institutionalized, and then you got a motherfucking prison monster. And I've seen them in YA. I've seen motherfuckers in YA, man, that's been there since they were 13, 14, and they're 24, 25, about to max out. It's fucked up, man. And they're just mentally, man, they don't have any other concept of life but splitting wigs and motherfucking just gang banging and the prison shit. It's bullshit. Yo, Herc, have any prisoners contacted you and told you to stop talking about prison stuff? Nah, man. I got people in prison hitting me up because it's an inspiration, because I'm showing that this shit ain't nothing to brag about. I'm not exposing and telling on no motherfucking body. The shit I'm telling y'all is only on the surface. You get in prison and you gonna find out a lot of other shit I ain't told you. Because you ain't gonna know about that shit until you get up in there. So, you know what I mean? I'm just sharing with you information that's gonna keep you from getting your wig split if you get in trouble, or hopefully it deters you. Because, I'd hate for you to take this shit to prison and try to apply it, because it might not work out like how I tell it to you. Somebody says, Herc, have you ever told a girl she has a smelly coochie and she ended up successfully fixing the problem? I think that girl I'm with over douches and it smells all sour. Her bacteria is all out of whack. Woo! Smelly monkey. Funky monkey. You know what you gotta do, man? You gotta take a bath with her or take a shower. Get some soap. And when you're in the shower, man, before you're gonna start banging that little coochie out, put some motherfucking Neutrogena on that motherfucking wash rag and wash around that coochie and that ass crack. Get it real fresh. After it's all fresh and tidy, then you can go in there and you can bang them cheeks out. But, you gotta do a subtle, man. And then after you wash, you like, damn, girl, your coochie smells good. You should be using this. Try this soap more often. And she's like, what is it? Oh, this is Neutrogena. This is Dove. She's like, oh, okay. And then maybe she'll start washing that thing a little bit better, because she might only be dabbing it. If she dabbing it, it's going to be funky up in there, homie. Be real. Thanks for the donation. I used to skate with this guy who got arrested for being in the Bronx, for being the Bronx rapist. Oh, shit. 59 women came forward. He got 491 years to life. Is he in time? Is his time peaceful? It's kind of confusing at the end, but I think you're saying, is he doing his time peaceful? He's a piece of shit. He's probably in there getting fucking busted upside the head. That's, man, motherfuckers up in there who find out about shit like that, and they usually don't take kindly to motherfuckers like that. So, I don't know, but yeah, he's gonna catch the blues up in there. Big H, have you done time in Sacramento? Yeah, I did time at the Sacramento Boys Ranch, Sacramento Juvenile Hall. I was in Sac County before I went to CYA. And then did time out here in LA, before I went to fucking feds. Big Herc, Lavish D, Mozzie, or Sibo. Ooh, man. You know, Sibo's my OG homie. You know what I mean? I was in juvenile hall with him. So, Bo, you know what I mean? He got heat. But the nigga Mozzie, he be spitting too. And Lavish D, I just got hip to some of his stuff. And he, you know, he puts it down. You know what I'm saying? Big Herc, what do you do if your high school and principal and teachers are racist and discriminate against you because you're black, but your parents won't back you up? Get them on video. Catch them slipping. You know what I mean? If the teachers and everybody are racist, look, I went to an all-white school my last 2 years of high school. My first 2 years, I was in Sacktown, North Highlands, NH, and basically, it was mixed. Everybody was on some, what's up, my nigga? You know, we was kicking it. We had hood pride. It was different. I went to Huntington Beach. My junior and sophomore year, it was like maybe 4 blacks, and they weren't really black. You know what I mean? Because they didn't grow up black. But, man, I just like, you know, it's frustrating. But, you know, you got to do you, man. Use that shit to your advantage. Play off the motherfuckers that, you know, buy into the hype. You know, bust them, you know, have fun, man. I know if I would have known about it what I understand about it now, I would have, you know, maximized my sports activities and, you know, probably have been having a lot more fun when I was, you know, getting my little gigolo on in high school. But it was hard, man, because I didn't really understand the culture. And a lot of times you got to just, if you can't talk to your parents, try to talk to there's other people to reach out to and see if maybe they can relate or you can try to share your experience with them. Big Herc, I dare you to come at me, bro. Come on. Who the fuck is this? You want to donate? You want to ask me to come at you? You're a clown, bro. What I look like coming? I mean, come on, man. You want to give $5 for that comment? More power to you. Thanks, man. Somebody said, Big Herc, what do you feel about Boyce Watkins getting exposed? Boyce Watkins. I'm not familiar with Boyce Watkins. You're going to have to put me up on that. Jeff, thank you for the donation, man. Do prison guards bust cheeks? See you around the valley a lot and a couple of car meets. Gonna say what's up next time. Prison guards, I ain't seen no males busting on other males' cheeks. But I know female prison guards in a lot of spots be slanging coochie. It's a fact. Prison female guards be slanging coochie, and male guards at female prisons are busting out coochie. During count time, the women be up in there, they be showing their cooters, they be doing their thing, and male guards be fucking on the women, you know what I mean? It be going down. I have female friends that went to prison, and they said the guards be up in there fucking, and I know at some of the federal institutions, the female guards actually make money slanging pussy, and, you know, it goes down. You get a homie to look out, you just got to have your game tight. But yeah, there's fucking going on in prison. You know my homie on Instagram. I seen you were following him. I don't know, maybe. How do you donate, Herc? There's a $sign at the bottom. As you see the live feed, there's a $sign. You can hit the $sign and donate if you want to donate, and I'll answer your question. Somebody said, Herc, have you ever busted a female guard's cheeks? Never got to bust a female guard's cheeks, but believe me, if I had the opportunity to bust a female guard's cheeks, I would have busted their cheeks because, you know, I got tired of beating my meat and, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck if she's a BBW or whatever the case may be. She's a female. I would have busted her cheeks out up in that prison. Big Herc, you ever do corporate motivational speaking? Not yet, man. I want to get into more corporate speaking. I got a BigHerc916.com, which is life coaching. And I spoke at some high schools, colleges, but, you know, the corporate ladder, that's the next step, you know, speaking at the corporate functions. Well, y'all, man, it's been great, man. And it's about that time for the shout outs. So if you guys got some shout outs, man, I'd like to get them in, man. And hear what you got to say. Oh, somebody said, Big Herc, did a Mexican ever try to G-check you in the pen? No. I never got G-checked by nobody. Ain't nobody checked me in the pen. Paul, thanks for the donation, man. Somebody said, Big Herc, you used to be a Crip. Yeah, my neighborhood was Crips out in Sacramento. But I have blood homies. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. My big homie, my closest homie, the blood. I got another friend, homie, he the from the north side. So, I mean, I got homies all over. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Somebody said, Brian, thanks for the donation. What are the biggest differences between a stint in jail versus prison? Would I need to apply the same shit in jail? Jail got different rules, man. In prison, it's more politics, and people are living in prison for long periods of time. So it's a lot more serious. But yeah, as far as the difference, jail, people are coming in and out. Rules are more flexible, even though there is still rules. You know what I'm saying? You can't spit in the sink. You can't do certain things. Use this toilet. Use this shower. So you got to be on top of your shit. But, you know, prison is just a whole nother ball game. The racism is at a whole nother level and a lot more politics. Somebody said, Big Herc, why are you a human? I'm a human because I'm a spiritual being in a flesh and blood body. Do you know about that? Anyways, shout out to Houston, Texas. Shout out to Seattle. Somebody said, do I know this individual from Walmart? Nah. Somebody said, I might know him. I don't know. I know some people from Salinas. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Q Anand. Shout out to Yuba City. Shout out to Sac, South Sac. Shout out to Shout out to 416-757, Eugene, Oregon, to San O, to H-Town, to Mississippi, North Carolina, Alabama, South Carolina. Shout out to Philadelphia. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Toronto, Modesto. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to Oxnard. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to Sylmar. Shout out to Houston. San O, Alabama, Santa Clarita, Chicago, Mexico. Hey, to anybody that's going to be at the Dub Show, come holler at me. You know what I mean? Take a flick, tag it up. I'll be at the Dub Show out here in LA next month in March. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Fresh Out, we could travel a little bit more. And you guys, you know what I'm saying? We can link up and do some more interviews with people who are coming to town. I want to say thank you for the donation from Brown Rice. Hi, Big Herc. What you sipping today? And how many cheeks have you busted? He said, how many cheeks have you busted in the last couple years? Female cheeks, I busted a whole lot. Up until the point I got married. I used to go to cheek busting parties. And motherfuckers would bring their wives and I would bust their cheeks out. And they would give a motherfucker a high five. Crazy shit. But real shit. Big Herc was busting them out at the parties. But yeah, man. Look forward to y'all, man. You know, we're trying to do this big Fresh Out podcast, Fresh Out playlist, Fresh Out shoes, Fresh Out slides. Hey, man, we trying to do it big with y'all. We thank y'all for supporting. Elizabeth from Salinas, California. Shout out to you. Shout out to Linwood, Wisconsin, the Bronx, Hemet, Dallas, Texas, Las Vegas, Oxnard, El Salvador, UK, Boston, Santa Maria, Kansas City, Brick Squad, 419-807, Dallas, Texas, Banning, California, 808-626. Shout out to all y'all, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I'll be back again real soon. Next week, I'll be busy visiting family members, so I won't be doing a live stream next week. I'll follow up with the following week, but check us out on the podcast, www.FreshOutSeries.com. Download the podcast, y'all.